Now here's a little product I want to tell you about, which is called Aquarium Detox. It's good for aquariums, but particularly good for ponds. Now, typically with a pond like this, you'll get an amount of sediment or sludge, which will form in the bottom of the pond. And the sediment or sludge is created by the nitrifying bacteria that grows in the water, which breaks down the waste from the fish and creates like an organic sludge over time. And quite often with a garden pond, it'll actually build up to be quite thick, and over time you can start to form what's called hydrogen sulfide underneath the sediment or the sludge that's building up, which is actually quite toxic to the fish if it's actually released. But this stuff here, Aquarium Detox, is a blend of 5 different bacteria which are normally found in mud, and so instead of relying on breaking the organics down and creating a slime, this actually goes in and eats the detritus and eats the actual slime itself, so it helps to de-sludge the pond. And I've put it in ponds before that are like, look that deep, and then I put a handful of this in, come back a few months later and found the pond's actually that deep, because this stuff's come alive and eaten all the sludge in the bottom of the pond. So it's really good for helping to keep your filters clean, because it helps to eat all the sludge that will be clogging up your filters, and really a good way of reducing algae, increasing oxygen. It just does a whole lot of good stuff, but it does work quite slowly, so don't expect to see results overnight. If you chuck like a handful of it into a pond and then give it a few months to work, and because it is bacteria from mud, it's not proper water bacteria, it does need to be topped up. So if you just repeat dose every 3 months just to top up the strains that are in there, otherwise it will tend to die off. So basically it's a good way of detoxing your pond, reducing algae, increasing oxygen, and reducing the need for filter cleans in both aquariums and ponds, but the results are much more dramatic in a pond for sure.